Chapter 3. Hubert looked up and said, "Benny, is this it? Is this where the diadem lies?" And Benny said, "Well, I think so, sir. I don't see any other weird-looking fortress around." He said, "Good job, Benny. You've led us here, but though it was thanks to me that I defeated the evil siren and saved you from a horde of wild ants." Sure, I actually think that siren wasn't a siren. It was a siren, Benny! And thus they went into the fortress. Upon entering, they realized that it was not just any fortress, but it was a large labyrinth. Now Hubert thought, we're gonna have to cover some serious ground here, Benny. So, I suggest that we split up. Sure, are you sure you want to do that? Yes, Benny, I'm sure. I'm a great adventurer, famous in all the world except Guatemala. I don't know why, but I am. Or I will be, once we get this diadem. Benny said, "All right, sure, whatever you say, sir." And so off they went, parting ways into the labyrinth. Now, Benny came across a large pit of snakes. He said, "Oh, I know these snakes. They're actually not poisonous." He jumped in, started playing with them, having a good old time before he got back out and kept on his way. Now Hubert, he encountered the same obstacle. And this is what he did when he saw them. He tripped and fell inside, and the snakes were all over him. He's like, "Oh, get him off me!" And he got up, ran off into the darkness, running into cobwebs and hitting against walls. Little traps were springing up, bouncing him back and forth. He was a mess. Back to Benny. So Benny was just walking along, doing his thing in the maze, and said, "Oh look, all these interesting looking traps. These are funny devices." And he realized he could speed himself through the cave by just stepping on them and bouncing off the wall like a pinball. And so he started bouncing off the walls, going through, and eventually they found each other in a large room. Now, Hubert looked awful. Cobwebs all over him, bruises, looked terrible. Whereas Benny felt quite alright, and he said, "Oh, hello, sir." Hubert just stared at him. And then all of a sudden the lights went out. "Ah!" Hubert screamed. And Benny said, "Oh, sure, where are you? I'll find you." And he starts looking through the dark, trying to find his master. And then all of a sudden, Benny said, "Sure, when did you grow a beard, sir?" "Benny, I don't have a beard. You know this." Then all of a sudden, the lights came back on. And there was a bear! A huge, fierce Guatemalan bear standing there, looking at them both. Now, Benny was not as comfortable with said bear, so he went running off in one direction, Hubert went running off in the other direction. And the bear let out a mighty roar and went chasing after Hubert, galloping through the maze, and they found him cornered. Now, Hubert, being an expert hunting knifesman, pulled it out and threw it and missed. Hubert knew he was screwed. So he screamed again, "Benny!" And then Benny picked up the knife, ran up and stabbed the bear in the back, piercing it to the heart. The bear was like, "Oh," and fell and died. "Good job, Benny, but you wouldn't be able to do it without my hunting knife." Benny said, "Okay, sure, whatever." So off they went through the maze again. And soon enough, they found the chamber of the diadem. Benny said, "Oh look, sure, we found it." "No, I found it, Benny, get out of the way." Threw him out of the way, and he walked up, looked at that diadem, and said, "Oh, look beautiful on my mantle." Will they get the diadem out of the fortress? Will Benny ever get over his master and stop listening to everything he says and take some credit for himself once in his life? Will they be friends? Find out in the next chapter of Dreamweaving with Kyle.